Hello and welcome to NugaCon. NugaCon is a big deal to me. I'm Jonathan Frost. I'm with JD Frost & Company, the founder of JD Frost & Company, and I welcome you to NugaCon. This is a big deal to me, and I appreciate you taking the time to be here. NugaCon is such a big deal because it is a realization of my mission and why I started JD Frost & Company. I wanted to do something different. I wanted to create something big, something that would be bigger than just an accounting firm, and that would create major value for companies to not just sustain and exist, but to massively grow. And that's what we're trying to do for you at JD Frost & Company each day. That we work with you and that you see us. We're here to help your company massively grow. And that's what NugaCon is all about. I don't want you to get the wrong impression though. Accounting is an important part of every business. And it's the foundation for creating systems and automating systems and preparing systems that are in your business so that you can scale your business. So accounting is very important. And starting a business is not easy, or continuing to sustain a business is not easy. You spend long days and hours building this business that you started, and it's a piece of you. It's something that you live, eat, and breathe every single day. It's an organism itself, this business that you have. It is always changing. And the problem is that when you start in your business, you know as well as I do, it gets overwhelming and it gets addicting almost, that you're continuing to bust your ass each and every day doing stuff that you're not doing enough of. You feel like that you're almost failing. And so as you continue on in your business, it just continues to, you keep doing the same things over and over again. And the business grows. But if you're like me, when I started my business, it starts to eat at you. It starts to eat at you in a bigger and faster way than you never thought. And you kind of are stuck in this rut. And until I went to GrowthCon 2 last year, I didn't realize that I was in this rut. And I was continuing to operate my business. Just like you probably feel like you continue just to operate your business. And at GrowthCon 2, I wanted more. I realized that the reason that I started JD Frost & Company was to do something like NugaCon, was to create these events and to create opportunity for clients and other companies to participate in so that they didn't get stuck in this rut. I started the firm to create an accounting firm that was going to be completely different, that was going to be an accounting firm from a foundation point of view, but operate completely different. And at GrowthCon, I finally came to this realization that I had been sucked back into the same type of firm that I even left. I created the same thing. And so at that moment, I realized I needed to turn over the control of the business. I needed to turn over the reins of my business to the operators of my business. And I needed to start being a full-time rainmaker. A rainmaker is a deal maker. Every successful major company has turned its partners into deal makers. You yourself are probably a deal maker, but you're still stuck in the operations of your business. Do you think that Goldman Sachs key folks are anything but salesmen, bringing in business through relationships? This is what I've done with my company, and that's what I decided to evolve JD Frost & Company into. I want it to evolve into a deal-making company, a company that doesn't just operate for you. I want to help companies scale and really grow. And in order to do this, you've got to stop operating your company and start selling. Or as I say, rainmaking. You got to make it rain in your business. And this can't be done without creating systems and automating those systems so that you're free to grow like crazy in your business. Now, when I started J.D. Frost & Company, as I said before, I was working long hours. I was still operating like an accountant. I had created a business, yes, and that's very entrepreneurial, I believe. And for you, creating your business is very entrepreneurial. But when you created your business, I believe, if you're like me, you wanted to create a business that would be different. Different for your industry. Different for you and your family. Different because you didn't want to do the same job you were doing before. You wanted to create something that would work for you, and you would not work for it. And what I realized is after I was left the job that I had to start J.D. Frost & Company, I started it because I wanted to have more opportunity, more control, more time, more freedom to create financial freedom, to create freedom of time. And I was frustrated when I left my job. And I was frustrated after I started my business because when I started the business, I was just ingrained in the business and that's it. I was ingrained in the details. I was still operating this business. I wasn't making it rain. I got caught up in just working night and day, day and night. And what ended up happening is as I was operating this business, I mean, really, there would be times when I'm going, why in the world did I do this? Why did I start this other business that is creating more time, more effort, more nights away from my family? And I was slipping back into the same mold, the same place that I was before. But what happened is last year when I went to GrowthCon, I had this epiphany. I had this Jerry Maguire moment where, and you'll see in the letter that's in your brochure there, that this letter I wrote, it caused me, when I was at this event, it caused me to think differently about my business and how I had slipped back into the same rut. In particular, in my industry of an accounting firm, billable hours, working long nights, answering phone calls all the time. I was in the operations of my business and I knew that something needed to change. I needed to have something that would create a business and accounting firm that would be different for clients, that would serve them better. And I wrote this letter that basically said we needed to go to this fixed price model. And at this conference, it caused me to understand that I could think differently. I could think bigger. I could grow our pipeline. I could be exposed to more people, more networks. And that accounting did apply to all those different industries, all those different people. And it helped me to more clearly define who we were really serving and who we needed to serve. And who would want to work with us and believe the same things. So at GrowthCon, I came to this realization where I needed to stop operating my business and start rainmaking. And it made complete sense to me because I knew in the past, my dad actually, he used to call me a rainmaker. He used to refer to me and tell me that I was a rainmaker. And what really resonated with me at this conference was that I was operating my business and not making it rain for my business. I was trying to hold on. I was trying to continue to control everything, every part of the business. And I didn't realize I've got incredible people that are working with me every day that they need to be challenged more. They need to take up the reins and understand how to operate the business and also become rainmakers themselves in their own lives. And the steps of becoming a rainmaker are very easy, but they are extremely challenging. Number one, you got to realize to stop working in your business. You got to realize that you can't have control over everything. You can't micromanage your business. And in order to not have yourself involved in the day-to-day of all your operations, you've got to create systems to scale your business. Creating systems and automating systems is a difficult task. I don't know if you've tried it before in your business, but it is difficult. But in order for you to get out of the operations of your business, you've got to get everything that's inside of your head. All the ideas, all the systems that are in place that are really up in your head, you've got to document them and put them down on paper and teach them and train them to the other people working with you in your company. And then the final step is to start making it rain. Grow your pipeline, explode your pipeline to where many, many, many more people know exactly what your company does and how you can help them in their company. Those are the 3 steps. Realize what you're doing in your business. Realize you need to stop working in your business and work on your business. Create systems to scale your business. And then start making it rain. In GrowthCon, what I learned was I needed to expand my pipeline. From Hank Norman, who you're going to hear today, I learned that I needed to scale my pipeline. I needed to have more people know what J.D. Frost & Company does and how we can help them. That's one reason that you see me on video all the time now. I'm trying to bring forth to the light what accounting firms really do and how they help people and how they help businesses grow. J.D. Frost & Company is still an accounting firm and will always be an accounting firm, but it is also a growth firm. And at GrowthCon, I learned that. I also learned at GrowthCon from Michael Burt, who you're going to hear from today, how important it is to create systems in your business so that you can scale and create a selling system for your business. And that was crucial. What I learned from Hank and what I learned from Michael Burt was crucial to making it rain in my business. And so going to that event is what spurred on the opportunity for me to be pulled, to have this gravitational pull to not operate my business, but to start rainmaking in my business. And I want you to be a rainmaker too. And that is what we are doing here today at NugaCon. The mission here today at NugaCon is for you to realize that you need to stop operating your business and start making it rain in your business. And the people that you're going to be able to hear from today are going to explode your thinking. They're going to blow your mind on how you need to think differently in your business, in their specific areas that they're talking about. So I'm so excited for you to be here. I really appreciate you taking the time, committing the resources, committing the time to showing up today and to become rainmakers yourselves.